What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so former President Donald Trump took a major L in court today. I'm reading from an article from TMZ, and it's also been reported on other reputable websites. Former President Trump has been ordered by a judge to pay $355 million. And he's also been barred from heading any New York area businesses. Huge loss in court for Donald Trump. The judge in Trump's civil business fraud trial in New York just ordered the former president to pay about $355 million in fines. Judge Arthur Engoron found Trump liable for conspiring to manipulate his net worth in a Friday ruling. In addition to the stiff financial penalty, the judge also barred Trump from serving in top roles at any New York company for 3 years, and that includes the Trump Organization. So this is a really stiff penalty for Trump. Prosecutors were seeking a $370 million fine for Trump, accusing him and his sons, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, of falsifying financial statements and business records as part of repeated and persistent fraud. Trump will no doubt appeal the fine, which reportedly could balloon to $400 million with interest. As was reported earlier, just last month, a New York jury decided he should pay E. Jean Carroll over $83 million for defaming her while denying her assault allegation. Well, I agree with the last caption. Trump is probably going to go on his, social justice, whatever the hell his site's called, and he's going to blast him the ruling as a witch hunt and et cetera, and all that crap. I can't say this wasn't expected, because it was, and from what I've been able to decipher from reading about Donald Trump and his finances, I think he tends to exaggerate how wealthy he is. This is a man that claimed back in 2016 it was worth $10 billion. Matter of fact, I believe he said he had $10 billion in cash, which was an absolute fucking lie. And even if he is quote unquote a billionaire, I'm not even certain he's a cash billionaire. I don't know. I remember seeing some I don't know, it was Bloomberg or whether it was Forbes, but they estimated that even though he, when it comes to his assets, minus debts, he was a billionaire. But they said they estimated that he probably only had, and I say probably only because compare him to other billionaires, he probably only had $420 to $450 million in cash on him. So he's not a cash billionaire. So him having to, potentially pay $350 million, $360 million in fines, and then the other $80 million, he's not Jeff Bezos. He's not Elon Musk. That's a lot of money to him. And then another tip off as to why he's not as wealthy as he claims he is: all the bankruptcies, the fact that he's so hesitant to pay people. There's cheap, but this guy don't have it the way he claims he does. And if it wasn't for all the subsidies that he has acquired over the years and the tax cheats that he's the tax laws to be able to manipulate and cheating the government out of paying his taxes, his fair share of taxes, he wouldn't have the little bit of money that he has relative to other billionaires. Don't get me wrong, this man's still very wealthy. The wealthiest president we've had. But he ain't like what he likes to make people out. He ain't what he likes to present to people. He's not that wealthy. But anyway, look. If I were Trump, I would plead my case to my supporters. And you know how Trump does. They get donations. You know, ostensibly donations for his campaign. And we know these motherfuckers siphon off of the top and put it in their own pockets. We know they do this shit, man. That's why I think Trump just a scam. I called out this, bro. So Trump's gonna figure out a way to get back anything he loses. And even with that, it doesn't necessarily mean this is over, because he's gonna appeal. Even he has to appeal all the way to the Supreme Court. He's gonna appeal this decision. And the Supreme Court currently is in his favor 6-3. You know, I know that supposedly there aren't party affiliation with the Supreme Court, but there are. 6 of the judges are conservative, 3 are considered liberal. So at the end of the day, you know, Trump may not even have to pay any of this shit. That was the smartest thing Trump ever did when he was president, was to appoint so many conservative judges in appellate court, to the appellate courts and many of the higher ranking courts in the nation. Trump was using it as a safeguard in the event that he ever got into any type of legal issues. And this is where it benefits Trump. You know, but then again, I don't know whether or not Trump can appeal. And then I think about it, I'm not a legal scholar, but can Trump go to the Supreme Court? Because those are for federal issues, right? Federal, anything that's under the federal guidelines. This would be a state fine, right? So I don't know whether he can go to the Supreme Court for something like this. I don't think so. I think the highest he can go to is the New York, you know, the state of New York Supreme Court, whatever, right? So I don't know. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.